We are so privileged to be here for another leg of book tours. Today we have Katherine Silva, an amazing lady doing amazing things, and we'll be having a candid conversation around books and the publishing industry and the book industry. Karibu sana.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here.
You're very much welcome, and thank you for coming and accepting our call. Maybe we can start with you introducing yourself.
Okay, I'm Katherine Silva. I am a Kenyan author. I have authored a children's book. I also work in the consultancy field as a speaker, trainer. I also work in the financial services field, and I am a mother, a wife, and a daughter of our God.
Awesome. I like that. Few ones, and we have the whole biography. All right, so we are here because of Core Africa magazine.
Yes.
Maybe you can tell us a little bit about Core Africa magazine, and of course we'll be talking about your amazing book.
Thank you.
In a short while.
All right.
But maybe you can tell us a little bit more about Core Africa magazine.
So Core Africa magazine started with just a passion to, within the charity work that I do, a passion to give the unsung heroes a platform to be recognized and to build themselves in Africa. So we say celebrating Africa. Africa is so diverse. We have all sorts of people, we have all sorts of cultures, and there's so many heroes out there doing so many things for the community. So the magazine came about to showcase these people and also to now encourage writers, authors to contribute towards the magazine for the message they want to put out there. And when I was doing my children's book, what happened is it was a bit hard to self-publish, to get a publisher, and I met so many other authors who have books that are amazing works, great talent, and what the message they're giving out is really good, but they didn't get a publisher. So for those authors, I wanted to give them a platform where they can speak of what they're doing and we can recognize them. And in that same sense, that's how we can empower and uplift. Yes.
Awesome. And I was featured in the magazine, Pen Woman of the Month, I think in June. So it's an amazing magazine, and we've had about 70 authors or maybe 60 authors featured in that magazine from the African Christian Authors Book Award. So it's a magazine to look out for. So you've talked about the vision of Core Africa magazine, and absolutely love it. It's the same passion we have here, and that's how we connected. Why we are partners. And that's why we are here today. I'm just intrigued to learn more about your charity work or community work that you do here.
All right. So I do community work with what is a donation drive that I created when we had the pandemic announced in our country. And this donation drive is what I call joy drops. We do joy drops to different shelters and homes that need help. So during the pandemic, I had copies of my published book, and I thought, what can I do to help, and what do I have? So I sell my book towards charity. When you buy it, that money goes towards the donation drive to help with buying, if it's diapers, if it's buying food for the homes that we're supporting, and for transport. And within this donation drive, I tell people to send me what they do need. When you're cleaning out your house and doing a spring cleaning, you don't know where to take certain things. Some things you have people you want to give, some things you don't know where to get rid of them. And someone's trash is someone else's luxury.
Absolutely.
So we sort out all this, and if it's baby's clothes, we put them together, take to a place that needs baby's clothes. So that is part of the charity work I do. And when I do the joy drop and take these things, my book, I wrote it to help children on their life's journey. And when I say children, it's even children until 18 years old get intrigued by the story. So I do a mentorship session or a workshop during that joy drop, just to encourage.
Awesome. I would absolutely love to be part of that. So I'm going to look for you maybe around December.
Most definitely.
And
I'm
I know
available.
it's such an interesting place, because one time some people have things they do not need anymore.
Yes.
And there's somebody else who absolutely needs those things, like it's a matter of life and death.
Yes.
And there's no one to connect these two places.
Exactly.
So I think it's a great initiative.
Yes.
So Core Africa Magazine,
yes,
in 3 words. There's limited space. There's only space for 1, 2, 3.
We celebrate Africa.
Wow. Awesome. I will take that. I will take that. So what has been the best thing for the months that you've run the magazine?
With the magazine, I must say, one of the best things that has happened is my partnership with CLC.
Yay!
So thank you guys for reaching out.
Yes.
It is most definitely, because when I talk about the authors not getting publishers, but then there's also now an organization like CLC where you come in to actually make better quality of what's written, because it's going to be published to guide the authors, and you also pick literature that is teaching values in the community. So we partner that way, because you're empowering, you're uplifting. So that has been one of the best journeys, because our partnership we've showcased so many authors, isn't it? And we're showcasing the awards that are coming up. So that has been one of the best parts of it. And then I've also been able to, I was nominated in the Zuri Awards.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you, in the humanitarian category. So I was in the top 3. And I met amazing women making such a difference in our community there. And I also partnered with them to showcase those women as well.
Absolutely loved reading their stories. Very amazing. And the partnership between ACABA and CLC Kenya and Core Africa Magazine has also been amazing, because now we also have other publishers, not just CLC, and there's now that connection. So the authors can come on board and just know that you can get help from CLC, from other publishers that we are working with, all the platforms that we are working with. So you can put your books there, and so this offers hope to our African Christian authors.
And then we have the budding poets, the budding authors, the youth. I'm very passionate about them. That you write something and you think, oh, I don't know if this is of quality, but we want to edit, have a look, have a discussion, and put you out there. So all that uplifting has really been amazing with the short few months of the magazine.
Amazing. And I know that our contribution and our work together, it will have value even in eternity, which is really amazing, because if God can use us to be able to uplift one person to continue in their writing ministry, then we will have done good in God's sight here. Okay, so how do we access the Core Africa Magazine? Okay,
so by next month I'll be sharing a website that we are building that will have the magazine to be downloaded for free. And for now, the best way would be to email corepotential at Gmail, or go to Facebook and just go search for Core Africa Magazine, and then that's where you'll see all the contacts and the information.
And there've been amazing issues the last several months, so it's a magazine to look out for. Okay, so wow, maybe let me ask something. When maybe what has been the best feedback you've gotten from people who have read the magazine? Of course, I've given you mine, it was amazing. But, from a random person, a random reader.
There's something I recently posted, someone all the way from Zimbabwe. Which was because we have showcased people from Tanzania, Zimbabwe, Africans who are in UK, South Africa, Kenyans. And someone wrote in and he said, thank you so much for the difference you're making. You are uplifting, and we are having the discussions all the way in Zimbabwe. And he sent in his poetry, he sent in articles, and given me other authors that we have put within the magazine. So when you feel the reach has grown that much, and you start small, it's only God blessing that vision, because it's a great vision.
Yes. Amazing. What has been the most difficult thing in just getting the magazine started and running?
Wow. What has been difficult is, well, for me personally, is balancing that. I mentioned I'm a wife, I'm a mother, so you know what comes with that.
Yes.
Running the home, and I have a job that I attend to. So from my 8 to 5 job, so putting in the time after. In the evening, it has been difficult because, of course, you get tired, but it's also very rewarding.
Yes. Awesome. Okay. What many magazines out there? What makes Core Africa magazine special?
We are special because we showcase heroes of real impact. We are not looking to just showcase celebrities. There's nothing wrong with celebrities. I love them.
And there's a platform for them. There's a magazine
and
for
them. And they have their impact. But I want to showcase people who would never think they would be on a cover of a magazine. And people who are doing so with the smallest unique way and the simplest thing they are doing, they're making such a big difference. You could be a neighbor who cooks every day breakfast for the neighbors next door because you know they do not have food. That's a hero in our community.
Absolutely.
That's what I want to show.
Absolutely. Okay. So I think you've answered this in so many other ways, but let me just hear from you again. How are you causing or influencing the community you serve?
Okay. For me as an individual, it is, let me give you the example as an author. With the book, I wanted to teach children values that we feel are lacking in the community. And it's very easy for us to say, watoto wa siku hizi, they are like this, they are like that. But it is our community, they are our children. We have to do something. And so, like with my book, it teaches bravery and kindness. Bravery and kindness at the same time, not just bravery alone. So that's how I influence, by doing my mentorship, by showcasing examples, and with my book, teaching values that I feel will help us in our life's journey.
Awesome. How do you choose the books and the authors that you showcase in your magazine? Is there an application form? Do I have to know someone who knows you? How do you get
there is an email address, as long corepotential@gmail.com or coreafricamagazine@gmail.com. As long as you send me an email, we have a conversation. We exchange interest, we exchange what you have written, we have questions and answers, and that's how we decide from there.
Awesome. I know you've featured so many authors, but so fun questions, and then we talk about your book, Bubbles and Mr. Todd. If you are to invite one African Christian author to have a sitting and a conversation like we are doing, who would that be?
Oh, there are so many. There are so many.
But you have to pick one.
Oh my goodness. Don't make me do that because I love them all.
So this is the opportunity, like we can call the person right now and they come. Who would that be?
Oh my goodness. Do I really have to pick? I have like 4 different people I've already, but I would like to have a conversation. Let me pick a young man. Because the young men who are showing leadership abilities and trying to do their best in the circle of values. Jimmy Nzioki.
Wow. Excellent. Jimmy, you've been picked. There've been like 1,000 authors. Wow. Jimmy is amazing, and he's written 4 books now. That's really amazing.
And he's very passionate about his writing. And what I like, he's not shy of it. He's happy to put it out there and say, what do you think about my real story? Wow, excellent. So let me ask, fun question. So I'm allowed to be as random as I can be. Please be. Are you white? Are you Caucasian? Are you Kenyan? Are you African? Are you not African? I am an African woman.
Yes. from Kenya, from
I am
Ethiopia. I'll put you in Ethiopia if you're African.
I am born and bred Kenyan with Kenyan blood.
Yeah.
Yes.
Excellent. So for those who are wondering, she can hear Kiswahili, Kikuyu. Yes. She's one of us. Okay. So if someone wanted to connect with you, could you share with us your social media handles?
Just search on Facebook for @Core Africa Magazine, Core with a K, Kore, and you will find the magazine there and all the other pages. Feel free to send us a message.
Awesome. Yes. What's the meaning of core?
So core is basically your core. Our core values, the core, if you're running a business, the core business of what you do. And I picked that and changed it to a K because I'm Katherine with a K. But because everything in life comes down to you and what you are. Do you love yourself?
Yeah.
What is your core? What do you stand for? And that's why I picked that, because with the trainings and speaking, it's about core values, taking you back to yourself, who you are, and that is everything.
Wow.
Yes.
Absolutely love it. It's all about, it has to start with you.
Yes.
From your core.
Yes.
Awesome. Let's talk about your book. This is the book, Bubbles and Mr. Todd. It's a hardcover, so absolutely amazing for children. So maybe you can tell us about.
All right. So Bubbles is the main character. Bubbles is a cat, because something fun about me. Yeah. I love animals, and I now have about 6 cats. Ooh. I've had 30 cats.
Wow.
Yes, I've always lived with cats and I love them, and I felt you can actually learn a lot by watching them and their behavior. But so Bubbles is a cat, and it's actually a cat I once owned that was called Bubbles. And she is on a journey where she's questioning, are there better things ahead from where they live? And so it's a story where she has friends that will discourage her to explore something, and she gets discouraghed, and then she gets brave, and she tries it for herself. But she also gets encouraged by Mr. Todd, who would be like an elder or an experienced person within our community, because yes, advice, it depends who gives you the advice, but sometimes we cannot shun advice. So he gives her a helping hand, and she jumps over to a special land that she's going to. And kindness comes in, because once she discovers that's a beautiful place, she calls back all the friends that didn't encourage her and tells them, come in, you had fear, but on this other side it's really beautiful. So that's what it's about. So it teaches children. I give it out with this free book that says be brave and be kind.
Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome. How can we get the book?
So,
of course, other than it being available at CLC Kenya, coming soon.
That would be perfect. You can get it at CLC Kenya. And you can, on the same page for Core Africa Magazine, as long as you email me, I can get the book to you. If you're buying it for charity, I sell it at 1,000 shillings, and that goes fully to the donation drive, the Joy Drops that we do.
Awesome.
And this is for you.
Oh, thank you very much. I got a gift. I've not gotten a gift, the entire book to us, so this is my first gift. Amazing. Thank you very much. I'll keep that. I will read with my son and my daughter.
And you give me feedback on what they think.
I will. I will definitely do. I'll give you feedback. I have 2 books here. So let me start with this one. This is Accountability by Nelly Kagoru. It's these 2 books are one of the 74 that were submitted in the award program this year. And let me read for you what the book is about, then we can chat for a minute. So Accountability and Godly Principle seeks to help you master the what, the how, and the why of accountability, so that you can increase your productivity, you can inculcate the winning culture of taking ownership and responsibility, and then greatly improve your effectiveness in life and as a disciple of Christ, and then empower you to take charge of your faith and destiny. What is the place of accountability in our nation and in our continent?
Well, firstly, as a Christian, God helps those who help themselves.
Yeah.
And, we have to be accountable and have faith at the same time, but not just say things will happen and we are not being accountable.
Yeah.
Within Africa, well, accountability is such a big topic.
Yeah.
But with the experience I've had doing charity work, I see a lot of accountability with individuals within the community who want to do things to improve and uplift for others.
Yeah.
And I see that all over in Africa.
Yeah.
Yes, I see a lot of youth, a lot of also women who are uplifting each other. They guide each other and they're saying, okay, this is not going right this way. Let me raise awareness or advocate for this.
Awesome. All right. We have a second book. It's by Richard Mwebesa from Uganda. And this is the ultimate guide to mastering the art of standing out. So it's called Out of the Crowd. And this is what the book is about. Ever thought about why some people have everything going for them? I think if I was a voiceover, artist, and ever thought about why some people have everything going for them while others have absolutely nothing to show for their honest and decent hard work? I like this because it's something you've talked about, stepping out and doing something.
Yes.
This book is simply written and easy to read collection of valuable guidelines that reveal the secrets that define outstanding people. In it are 7 practical elements that are constant for those people who are outstanding with real life context based on the author's experience. And so he looks at 3 keys to unlock your authentic identity, because that's how you stand out.
Yes.
Then he talks about character traits that define those who are outstanding, winning behaviors, initiative catalyst, pillars to enable you to stay relevant in your community, and then imagination barriers and fear, and then perseverance achievement hacks. Your thoughts on this?
Going back to the authors, I think this is amazing. And going back to the authors, you have authors, like I said, poets with amazing works.
Yeah.
And they're not standing out. We don't know them today. We don't know their names, and their work is amazing.
Yeah.
And this is because of fear.
Yeah.
And this would definitely teach them to, don't put your book in the attic, get it out.
Yeah.
Stand out as a poet.
Yeah.
Go out there.
Yeah.
Read your poem somewhere.
Yeah.
Or email us. And then we'll put your poems out there.
Yes, so there's also that option. Wow, amazing, amazing.
2 amazing books.
2 amazing books.
Yes.
One of the 74 that was submitted.
Yes.
And we're encouraging our community to go out there and buy books written by our African Christian authors.
Yes.
We've done great content.
Yes.
We are improving. I know the publishing industry in Kenya, East Africa, it's improving. But
it is.
We are somewhere, we've started somewhere. Yes. And so we are asking the community to also help us to be able to empower our authors. When you buy someone's book, they get encouraged,
Yes.
Like when somebody buys your book, you get encouraged as an author.
Yes.
And that's how we are going to build.
It validates that this is something of value.
Yeah.
And I think most definitely, for example, Christmas is coming up.
Yeah.
And we're looking at all the imported items, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
But why don't we there's so many authors we can buy books from and give that as gifts for Christmas.
Yeah.
So I'm in agreement with that.
Awesome. Awesome. So I want you to, give an encouraging word to African Christian authors. It can be a very lonely calling or vocation.
It can be.
I want you to look at that camera and give them a word of encouragement.
To my African Christian authors, please be encouraged by your work. And there'll be a lot of feedback that may discourage you. When I wrote my book, before I published it, I had written it 10 years ago. It took me 10 years to believe in sending my book forward. So just know you have been given that inspiration to write it. Share it and believe in yourself and continue writing.
Awesome. Thank you very much for being here. Great conversations, great work that you're doing. The Core Africa magazine. Of course, now I've learned about the drop.
Yes, the Joy Drop.
Joy Drop. The Joy Drop, which I absolutely would love to be a part of. And we'll see how we can contribute towards that.
Okay.
Very amazing things that you're doing.
Thank you.
We are going to look for a platform so we can celebrate you, because you're the one celebrating other people. So very heroic work that you're doing. And so thank you very, very much.
And thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
Karibu sana. Wow. I think I was just thinking when just last 2 weeks, the other week.
Yes.
And I was just thinking how we have stuff we want to give out. And then sometimes you don't even have a connection on the person you can give. And then I was just thinking, you know, like maybe like the US, maybe there's a place where you can go and drop things. Then they will sort them, they will know.
That is exactly what I am. I'm a drop point.
Yeah.
There are days at home, I mean, I do it from my home.
Yeah.
There's just stuff everywhere.
Yeah.
So we've supported quite a few places. I was appointed a charity volunteer ambassador for Girl Child Network. They do a lot for girls and mothers in Kenya. So they were opening a gender-based violence center. It's called Salama Center. It's for the survivors of gender-based violence. And I received, again coincidentally, but we say by God's will, because when we had just opened a month later, I received beds, mattresses, utensils.
Wow.
And I sent all that to that center.
Yeah.
And some clothes, because many of the women come without clothes.
Yeah.
Or clothes for the children.
Yeah.
And so, like I say, that gives a new life to someone else.
That's absolutely true.
Yes.
I absolutely love that. So we have a gift for you for visiting us. We have
so much.
The CLC Bible Companion. You discover the contents, understand the truths, and apply the message. So as you read your Bible, then you're able to get more insight. Absolutely love this one, because if you needed to be somewhere where you don't want to carry your phone, it's such a distraction, you know. You're trying to pray, you're trying to read your word, then a message is coming, someone else is reminding you something you didn't do. You can just go away somewhere quiet and with your Bible and the Bible Companion, and you'll be able to.
Oh, wow.
So Bible Companion for Katherine.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
And we are very happy to have you. We are very happy to have you, and very happy for the partnership between CLC Kenya and Core Africa magazine.
Yes, to many more.
To many more years. We pray that God gives us continuity, you know, with our one program and this partnership for many years to come, maybe beyond even our years, that, you know, the people coming behind us can continue with this initiative.
Yes, I agree.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Please check out Katherine and Core Africa magazine on social media, and you can get the magazine for free as a PDF. And actually I wanted to ask, if someone wanted to advertise in your magazine, to pay for it, to promote the work, is that something you're open to?
For now, I won't even charge them. They can just send whatever they want to advertise.
Wow.
Yes.
Awesome. So you can also advertise in the magazine.
Yes.
Take advantage, because it's growing. Very soon it will cost an arm and a leg. But for now, you can check out Core Africa magazine on social media. You can email Katherine. I will be sharing the contact so that you can reach out to her. You can get the magazine. You can advertise with her. You can read the magazine and be able to see the amazing work that Katherine is doing, highlighting heroes in Africa.
Yes.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure.